Hey, welcome back. Just imagine this for a moment. You and your partner, both over 50, sitting together and quietly wondering, where did the spark go? Maybe routine has crept in, making things a bit dull. And that dullness, it can sneak into the most intimate corners of your relationship. It affects your connection, not just emotionally, but physically too. But what if I told you that just two simple positions could completely transform those moments of intimacy? No, this isn't about acrobatics or fantasy moves out of a magazine. It's about presence, connection, and the beautiful truth that pleasure deepens with age, not the other way around. In this video, I'm going to show you how a few simple, intentional changes can reignite the closeness between you and your partner. These changes can bring real pleasure, not just physically, but emotionally. You'll rediscover what it means to feel alive in love again. Before we dive in, make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss out on more videos about sexuality, connection, and deep fulfilling relationships after 50. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. That helps us reach more people just like you. And I'd love for you to leave a 1 in the comments if the topic caught your interest, or a 0 if it didn't, so we can keep improving what we bring to you. Now let me share something personal with you. Because what I'm about to say doesn't come from textbooks. It comes from experience. My partner and I were going through a bit of a rough patch. You know that feeling when everything in your intimate life starts to feel monotonous. Have you ever felt that? That sense that everything is just the same, that there's no spark, no connection that keeps the passion alive? It's not that the love isn't there. It's that the excitement has slipped quietly out the back door, and you barely noticed until it was gone. But one day, without planning anything, we decided to do things differently. Before diving into the physical, we paused. We reconnected. We slowed down. We looked into each other's eyes. We exchanged slow caresses. We talked about deeper things, the things that brought us together in the first place. It was like someone had quietly lit a flame that we thought had burned out long ago. From that moment on, everything changed, not just physically, but emotionally. It became more intense, more real, more fulfilling. That's when I realized something powerful. Especially for women over 50, it's not just about what you do in bed. It's how present you are in the moment, how connected you are. And it's not just me saying this. A Harvard University study found that a strong emotional connection before and during intimacy significantly increases physical pleasure for both partners. So the truth? It's not just the body that matters. It's the energy, the connection, the emotion. And that's what I want for you and for your partner. If you want to learn how just two simple positions can improve your intimate life in a profound way, stay with me. Because what I'll share next includes real-life stories, psychological insights, and practical guidance to help you and your partner feel more connected, more desired, and more alive. Oh, and by the way, if this is your first time seeing me, my name is Amelia, and this is Emotional Connection, where we talk honestly about love, sex, and intimacy after 50. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because these are conversations that matter, and you shouldn't have to face them alone. Let's dive in. Number 1, the connection that keeps the passion alive. This emotional connection, it's not just romantic, it's fuel. It's what keeps the flame of passion burning, especially as we grow older. Many women, especially those over 50, will tell you that what really matters is how they feel around their partner. It's not just the physical act that counts. It's the sense of being seen, valued, held, emotionally, not just physically. Studies show that women in midlife and beyond consistently rank emotional intimacy higher than physical intimacy. That means if she feels emotionally distant, physical closeness will often feel empty or forced. So how do we reignite that passion? The key is simple, but not easy. You must be present, not just in body, in heart, in energy, in spirit. That means before an intimate moment, take some time to really connect. Talk about something light or fun. Hold her hand, give a gentle touch on her shoulder or back. Look into her eyes, really look, and smile like you still adore her. It may seem simple, but these little things, they change everything. Let me tell you what happened when my partner and I made this shift. Instead of just jumping into intimacy the way we always had, we slowed everything down. We played, we kissed slowly, we explored each other with curiosity again. And you know what? Everything felt more alive. We laughed, we held each other, we saw each other. That connection we built in those quiet, simple moments made the physical side 10 times more powerful. So here's the truth. You don't need flowers or grand gestures to reignite passion. You need to show her that she matters, that she's not just a body. She's your partner, your friend, your chosen person. Because when she feels desired, not just for her body, but for the way she makes you feel, that's when magic happens. Even after 50, especially after 50. Number 2, the power of spooning. Now let's talk about one of the most overlooked, yet powerful forms of intimacy. A spooning. At first glance, it might just seem like a cuddle. Sweet, maybe comforting, but not particularly thrilling. But let me tell you something. For many mature women, spooning isn't just a resting position. It's a gateway to emotional surrender, because as we age, feeling safe becomes even more important. And spooning does just that. It offers safety, comfort, and deep physical closeness, all wrapped into one incredibly sensual experience. When a woman lies in her partner's arms in this position, with his body gently wrapped around hers, something beautiful happens. She feels protected. That feeling of being held, of being surrounded, ignites a sense of emotional and physical security. And when a woman feels safe, she begins to open up, not just her body, her heart, her soul, her desire. And here's the twist most people miss. That security doesn't dull the passion. It makes it burn even brighter. Because when a woman lets go of tension, fear, or self-consciousness, what you get in return is freedom, openness, and an ability to truly feel. Spooning isn't just physical contact. It's emotional alignment. I read a study not long ago. Couples who regularly cuddled, especially skin to skin, reported a significantly stronger emotional bond, deeper physical satisfaction, and higher levels of overall relationship happiness. Why? Because the body and the mind aren't separate in moments of intimacy. They're one conversation. So when your partner is wrapped in your arms, heart to heart, breath to breath, it's not just touch. It's reassurance, it's presence, it's belonging. And please, don't fall into the trap of thinking this position is too passive, too basic, or too boring. Spooning can be incredibly erotic in a slow, simmering, magnetic way. Here's how to elevate it. While you're in that embrace, whisper something in her ear. It doesn't have to be a Shakespearean monologue. It could be as simple as, "You smell incredible. I missed holding you. I love the way your skin feels on mine." Let your hands gently explore, not rush. A slow caress down her side, a kiss behind her ear, your breath warming the back of her neck. These subtle gestures, light fires that can't be lit with force or speed. Pay attention to her breathing. Let your rhythm sync with hers. You don't need to race. You don't need to impress. You just need to be there, fully, warmly, deeply. And when the time comes to move things forward, let it feel like the most natural unfolding, not a performance, but a shared experience. Because in mature relationships, the best moments come not from doing more, but from feeling more. And spooning done right is one of the most powerful ways to feel her, connect with her, and honor her. There's something sacred about building anticipation through tenderness. When you don't rush, when you allow things to build like a song that knows every note by heart. You turn routine into ritual. You turn aging into awakening. You turn a simple position into a doorway back to each other. And that, my friend, is the kind of intimacy that lasts long after the night is over. Number 3, the reverse cowgirl, her confidence, her control. Let's now talk about a position that might seem bold or wild at first glance. But for many women over 50, it holds a powerful emotional meaning. It's the reverse cowgirl. Yes, it's visually exciting, but beneath the surface, it's about something far more profound: control, confidence and self-expression. Here's what makes this position so powerful. In the reverse cowgirl, she's in control. And for a mature woman, a woman who's spent decades taking care of others, meeting expectations, maybe even putting herself last, being able to take the lead in such an intimate moment can be deeply liberating. She controls the pace. She controls the angle. She decides how deep, how slow, how intense the moment becomes. It's her space to reclaim her body, not as something passive, but as something powerful. Let me tell you a quick story. A friend of mine, Julia, told me that the first time she tried the reverse cowgirl after turning 55, she felt something completely unexpected: freedom. She said, "It wasn't just that I felt good. I felt powerful, in charge, like I could finally express what I wanted without holding back." And here's the beautiful part. Her partner wasn't just watching. He was supporting her, encouraging her, admiring her. That made her feel even more desirable, more safe, more energized. This is where you come in. Yes, she's in control, but you play a vital role. Your job is to support her, worship her, and create a space where she feels invincible in her own sensuality. And trust me, she'll feel that. Research shows that when a woman feels she's in charge of her own pleasure, you're not rushing to meet someone else's, her satisfaction increases dramatically. So don't just sit back passively. Be part of the moment. Whisper to her. Let her know how much you love watching her move. Touch her thighs or hips gently. Be grounded, steady, present. Look at her with admiration, not expectation. And let me remind you, from this position, you have one of the most beautiful views of her body. But it's not just about what you see. It's about what that view represents. This is a woman who's lived, who knows what she likes, who's not afraid to show it. This is a woman who's earned her pleasure, and now she's claiming it. And that image, that moment, it can awaken a level of intimacy and eroticism that transcends anything you ever felt in your 20s or 30s, because it's deeper now. It's not about impressing each other. It's about being real, being vulnerable, being fully present. So, when she turns around and takes that position, don't just think, wow, this is sexy. Think, this is her power, and I get to witness it. That trust. That invitation into her world, that's sacred. And if you want to make this experience even more fulfilling, let it be slow. Let it be rhythmic. Let her lead, then match her, not with speed, but with energy, with emotion, with admiration. Because when she feels admired, safe and free, everything changes. So the next time you explore this position together, remember, it's not just reverse cowgirl. It's her saying, I know who I am. I know what I want, and I trust you enough to show it. And you get to be the man who receives, respects, and celebrates all of it. Number 4, rhythm is everything. Now let's shift from positions to presence, because the truth is, you can know every move in the book, but if you don't understand her rhythm, you're still missing the mark. You see, when it comes to mature intimacy, rhythm is the hidden language of desire, not speed. Not pressure, not even technique. It's rhythm, the gentle, a tuned-in flow between two bodies and two hearts. That creates real connection. And rhythm isn't just physical, it's emotional. It's about listening, observing, responding, not reacting. Sometimes we think we need to perform to make it exciting, fast, intense. But what most women over 50 crave is something felt, not forced. A kind of emotional dance, where both partners are attuned to each other's signals, pace, energy. And here's the reality. A mature woman's body doesn't always respond like it did in her 20s or 30s, but that's not a limitation. That's an invitation. Because studies show that for women over 50, sexual response becomes slower but also deeper and more emotionally powerful. What does that mean for you? It means patience isn't a luxury, it's a superpower. When you stop rushing, when you slow down enough to actually feel her breathing change, or see her body subtly lean in, that's when the magic happens. Think of it like music. There's the build-up, soft, slow, sensual. There's the crescendo, where you find the perfect moment to rise together. And then, the afterglow, the silence that speaks more than words ever could. So how do you tune into her rhythm? Start with observation. Watch her breathing. Is it deepening, quickening, slowing? Listen for soft sighs, moans, or even stillness. They're all signals. Pay attention to her eyes, her hands, the way she responds to a certain touch. And don't be afraid to ask. A simple whisper, "Do you like this?" Or "Tell me what feels good." It can open doors you didn't know existed. Being emotionally open during these moments doesn't make you weak. It makes you intimate. It makes her feel heard, seen, respected. And there's nothing more powerful than a woman who feels understood during intimacy. Want a simple way to enhance rhythm? Try alternating pace. Begin with slow, gentle caresses, building tension like the beginning of a story. Then, when the energy rises naturally, allow things to deepen, not abruptly, but with intention. Then slow it back down again. Let her feel every second. And don't forget, words matter too. Whispering something kind or appreciative at the right moment can spark a flood of emotion, and that emotion becomes physical. Because for women, desire is often emotional first. It's the energy you bring, not just the motion you use, that unlocks her fullest pleasure. So the next time you're close, don't focus only on the finish line. Focus on the journey, the beat between your bodies, the stillness, the rise, the fall. Because when you understand her rhythm, you're not just making love, you're making music with her. And that kind of connection, it echoes for days after. Number 5, fantasies after 50. The door you forgot was open. Let's talk about something that still feels taboo for many couples. But in truth, it might just be the key to a whole new world of intimacy. Fantasies. Yes, even after 50, especially after 50. You see, a lot of people think fantasies are something you grow out of, that they're only for the young, wild and restless. But let me tell you something powerful. Desire doesn't retire. It matures, it deepens, it gets braver. And many people, both men and women, carry unspoken desires for years. They never leave. They just get buried beneath routine, responsibility, or fear of judgment. But what if, in this stage of life, you stopped fearing them and started sharing them? Because according to studies, the couples who explore fantasies together after 50 experience higher levels of satisfaction, stronger emotional bonds, and more frequent intimacy. Why? Because they've stopped performing and started playing again. Think of it this way. You've spent decades building trust, surviving hard seasons, sharing losses and joys. Now, why not use that trust to explore the unspoken? Let me paint a moment. It's a quiet Saturday. The two of you are sitting with a glass of wine, maybe music playing softly in the background, and you lean over and say, "Have you ever thought about something we've never tried?" When she knows you see her, still crave her, still want to explore her body and her mind, she doesn't shrink. She blooms. So if you've ever thought, "We've tried everything," let me tell you, you haven't. There's always more to discover, more to feel, more to give. Because maturity isn't the end of passion. It's the beginning of fearless connection. The kind of love that says, "Let's stop pretending and start playing again." So tonight, when it's quiet and you're alone and you feel that closeness, lean in, ask, listen, offer. Because fantasies after 50, they aren't childish. They're courageous, and they're waiting right behind that brave, beautiful question. What haven't we tried yet? If you've made it this far, it means something inside you resonates with what I've shared. Maybe you're already in a beautiful relationship. Maybe you're working to reignite something that once felt lost. Or maybe you're just starting again, with hope in your heart and courage in your spirit. Wherever you are in your journey, remember, intimacy isn't about performance. It's about presence. It's about attention, playfulness, and freedom. And age, it doesn't take those things away. It gives you the wisdom to pursue them with more honesty and more heart. So tonight, hold her longer, whisper softer, touch slower, explore deeper. Because sometimes two simple positions, spooning and reverse cowgirl, a little rhythm, a few words, and a shared fantasy, are all you need to rewrite the story of passion after 50.